Aren't Iron Man and Batman basically the same type of character, except with a different outfit? No, because there is a key difference between their suits and how it plays to their own combat preferences. Let's break it down. On one side, you have Tony Stark. Now, who is Tony as a public persona? Well, he's a self-proclaimed genius billionaire playboy philanthropist, which sums up his character pretty well. Tony is massively intelligent, creating 50 marks of Iron Man suits, each with different functions and purposes. He's also created an active AI life force that obeys his every command and acts upon them with his rate of intelligence. He has saved the world on numerous occasions with the aid of the Avengers and is overall a fantastic hero. But who is Tony Stark personally? Well, he's made some incredibly rash and stupid decisions in his past, including giving a terrorist his home address with zero backup plan, playing into Loki's hands perfectly in the Avengers, which nearly led to the decimation of the planet, and supplying terrorist groups with weapons of mass destruction. However, he has passed this behavior and has hardened into a person who calculates his decisions before acting, though anger dispels these changes pretty quickly, seen with his lashing out at Bucky in Civil War. Tony Stark, however, is not a man of subtlety. When he designed his suit, he wanted as many weapons that could cause as much damage as humanly possible. He, in short, is a blunt instrument, but he wields what he has to great effect where bluntness is the best option. However, as mentioned before, if he gets angry or a rare time hits where he can't think of a backup plan, he can blunder hard. He will throw himself into the heat of battle and give it everything he's got, and if that doesn't work, he's dead. So in total, he's a glass cannon with a cannonball that can take out most things in its path, but against that one thing it can't, it shatters. Now we take a look at Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is in many ways like Stark, such as the wilt, the genius, the undeniable charm to women, and the enhanced gadgets he has to fuel his crusading knights. Bruce Wayne and Stark are much different though. Tony Stark hides nothing. He's honest with all his opinions and emotions, and has very little under the surface emotionally that no one knows about. Bruce Wayne hides everything. He witnessed his parents' murders, has been through countless physical and mental ordeals, most of which would drive a normal human being off the cliff of insanity, and yet keeps a suave, cool persona around other people. He's also incredibly brilliant, having been credited with fluency in around 8 different languages and degrees in fields such as criminal science, chemistry, engineering, biology, and high technology applications. He's also the human apex of physical fitness, deadlifting anywhere from 450 to 600 pounds, and is known to have mastered around 127 forms of armed and unarmed combat. So yeah, the guy is a human tank with a brain, a deadly combo. Bruce Wayne and Stark also wield their technology much differently. Stark sees his as a way to make a mortal a god, and jacks his suit with everything money can buy. And when he's on the battlefield, utilizes every tool he has. Wayne uses his technology as a way to focus his skills, not enhance them. Bruce uses his training as a ninja to aid his mastery of projectile throwing with his batarangs, as well as his prolific stealth skills. He uses his proficiency in human biology to help strike at an enemy's weak points, all the while making sure not to deal a lethal blow. As normal, a solid punch from this guy would turn your face into a pancake. Bruce also is a much greater analytical thinker than Tony, as where Tony creates backup plans. As soon as a situation presents itself, Bruce has already thought of that solution, created a countermeasure on top of 20 different situations that he has all thought of. But the biggest reason why Tony and Bruce are different is because of the way all of this comes together. Say they met on the battlefield, say, in a forest, Tony would almost certainly be the aggressor, flying at Bruce until suddenly Batman drops a smoke pellet and is in the trees. In his moment of confusion, Bruce takes his time, analyzing Tony's suit, figuring out the country of origin of its metals, and remembering the chemical weakness inherent to these metals. However, Tony quickly spots him and fires a blast from his hand. Bruce rolls to the side and quickly whips a batarang into the cannon, disabling it. Tony would then call on Friday to fire missiles at the tree, which Batman narrowly avoids, though he is disgruntled by the process. Seeing his toys, Bruce would try to make this a hand-to-hand combat, tossing explosives in the air to force him to ground level, and they would proceed to fight hand-to-hand. Bruce would use various explosives containing chemical compounds to try and break Tony's suit, where Tony would have Friday make on the spot reparations to his suit. In total, it would be a long and arduous battle. And since I don't want shit, I'm not going to say the verdict. But you see the difference. Tony Stark is a giant club, and Bruce Wayne is a sharpened knife. Similar on the surface, but when you get down to the nuts and bolts, they are very different.